We're all feeling the impact of the economy, and we're seeing that here at KARM.
There are a lot of people who have been living on the edge of paycheck to paycheck.
I've seen families come in here that didn't have drug and alcohol problems. They weren't homeless because they were chronic homeless. It was basically mom lost job or dad lost job or both.
They're just normal people like you and me that got caught short.
Now, when my apartment caught fire, I lost everything, and that's lost all my kids' pictures. I don't even have a picture of my kids.
I had to put myself in a shelter. This was not a normal thing for me. You know, I'd been paying my bills on my own since I was 16.
We're really seeing a bit of a perfect storm right now. Because of what the economy is doing, we are seeing more people come to our doors for the needed services at a time when we begin to see the trickling off of donation income. I received one touching letter from a woman who said, I have supported you for years and years, but now I can't afford to support you anymore. In fact, I'm wondering if you have room for me at KARM. By the way, would I be able to bring my cat with me? And even thinking about that chokes me up. Do you think you'd have a room for me and my cat? I mean, what do you do with that?
I volunteer here on several nights a week, and every time I come here, there's people begging me for a job and people calling me all the time for a job, and there's just nothing I can do right now.
And I hear a lot of them talking, you know, about looking for work, can't find no work, there's nothing out there.
It's taking them longer to find a job, the income is lower, which means they're having to stay longer here.
Because you can't go if you have no place to go. And they're not real big on just putting people out just because a certain time limits come up.
The longer they stay here, the more difficult it becomes for them, because at some point in time they begin to spiral downward. They begin to lose hope and optimism.
I don't like starting over. I'm too old.
And it's hard. It's a hard thing to swallow as a parent, to know that all of a sudden now the relationship between my daughter has changed as far as what I'm able to do for her.
The second thing that happens is because they stay a little bit longer, it means that there are others out there who are having significant substance abuse issues that we don't have the space for.
If John Doe is here longer, then Frank whatever is not going to get a bed.
What that does do is it does put added strain on our resources. Our utility bills are through the roof, and our food costs are going through the roof. We intend to keep our doors open. We intend to continue to serve everyone who comes our way, but at some point in time, you ask yourself, do you want to be the one that stands at the door and says no to the mom with her 2 kids who's come here for a meal and say, sorry, we've reached our limit for the day? I don't want to be the one to do that.
You know, a few years from now, when I have my place and my new furniture and I'm sitting on my couch drinking a cup of coffee, watching the news, it's going to feel good knowing that it's mine.
It was a hard decision to take my daughter and put her in a shelter. But I did that because I love my daughter and I wanted to be able to fix the situation we were in so I could get her back in a home, back into a stable environment, and back to our normalcy, I could say. And what she lost when we lost our home, she lost that part, and that really hurt. KARM has made it possible for me to give that back to her, and that means the world to me.